The planet begins to celebrate a new year under the sign of the coronavirus. Sydney, the planet began on Thursday to turn the page of the year 2020 marked by the coronavirus pandemic, which is forcing billions of people to celebrate the new year in privacy and at home. Broken to months of restrictions or even confinement due to COVID-19, which has killed at least 1.7 million people worldwide, the new epidemic waves are forcing a majority of residents to follow the celebrations from their sofa. From Sydney to Rome, they will watch the fireworks and shows behind a television or computer screen provided the festivities have not been cancelled. The small archipelago of Kiribati in the Samoa Islands in the Pacific were the first to tip in 2021, while the uninhabited islands of Howland and Baker will have to wait 26 more hours. New Zealand, where only a few restrictions remain, making it one of the few on the planet where residents can celebrate the transition to 2021 without a screen interposed, followed an hour later, with large crowds gathered in Auckland to watch a fireworks display. Though largely untouched by the pandemic, the nations of the Pacific are enjoying a new kind of New Year due to border closures, curfews and containment. In Sydney, Australia's largest city, the famous New Year's Eve fireworks display was fired over the bay, but with no spectators, nearing completion after a recent outbreak of contamination in the north of the city which totals some 150 cases. Even plans to allow 5,000 people working on the front lines in the fight against the epidemic to attend to thank them for their efforts has been scrapped. Most residents will therefore have to content themselves with watching it on television in the presence of a number of guests limited to 5. No gatherings. Likewise, it is from their living room that the Romans will attend the festivities, which will take place at Circus Maximus, the oldest stadium in the city. 2 hours of shows are on the program as well as an illumination of the most emblematic sites of the city. The municipality has banned the fireworks and firecrackers which usually resound in the city's streets and squares. Italy, where photos of improvised mortuaries and exhausted caregivers have made the rest of the planet aware of the severity of the crisis, is subject to lockdown until January 7 and a curfew from 22 hours. The 31st celebrations are prohibited in both public and private places. From France to Latvia via Brazil, police officers and, in certain cases, soldiers will be deployed to ensure compliance with curfews or bans on gatherings. In hard-hit London, 74-year-old American singer Patti Smith will give a live-stream concert in tribute to caregivers from the NHS, the UK's public health system, who died of COVID-19. It will be shown live on the Piccadilly Circus screen and broadcast on YouTube. Hope. In Russia, around 10 people swam in the icy waters of Lake Baikal in Siberia, as they do every year, braving extreme temperatures ranging between -26 and -35 degrees Celsius. To celebrate the new year, these winter swimming enthusiasts, nicknamed walruses, first ran a few kilometers in the snow in their underwear. Today the water is 2 degrees Celsius, it is good and gives shape, Andrei Buga told AFP after stepping out of the water. In Dubai, thousands of people are expected to witness a fireworks and laser show at Burj Khalifa, the tallest tower in the world, despite new cases. All people will need to wear a mask or register with a QR code. In Beirut, still reeling from the deadly and devastating August 4th explosion, authorities also relaxed measures. The curfew was pushed back to 3 a.m. Bars, restaurants and nightclubs have reopened and have big New Year's parties. All over the world, a difficult tomorrow is feared. In Brazil, the second most bereaved country in the world, doctors fear a new wave. Videos of people partying without masks are circulating on social networks, and television has broadcast images of police closing bars crowded with customers. In Germany, in her New Year's greetings, Chancellor Angela Merkel warned that this historic coronavirus crisis was set to continue into 2021 even if the vaccine brought hope.